We may know the richest person in the community, but we don't care to know who the poorest is. You welcome, my cherished viewers, and good day to you all, wherever you are, and at whatever time of the day that you may be in. Today we're beginning with the month of March. The first was a Friday, 2024. My spending money was 242 cedis, 70 pesos, and I spent 43 cedis. After all my rounds. Let's see. Okay, I think we stop there for we take that one only for the day. We go to March 2nd, which was a Saturday, and I had 199 cedis, 20 pesos as my chop money. I had a dream that day. Let's see if I can read. I can read what I myself scribbled down. I came across a large group of Muslim men in Yampala, and I prostrated, greeting them. They did not answer, but looked at me with funny faces. That's all the dream. You remember I said Nyampala was my birthplace. I was given birth there and then taken soon afterwards to Tamale to be looked after by my grandmother. Let's see, after the dream, what else? After the dream. That day I went to a suburb of Kumasi called Jamasi to promote my pamphlets, to promote the sale of my pamphlets. And they did well. They did well. The man that I went to is called Malam Salis, actually a teacher at Dumasi, but residing in the Jamasi. He invited me there, and when I went, the women did well for me. He introduced my pamphlets to them. They saw me as an elderly person. Even though they were going to buy the papers, they also contributed some monies for me to the amount of 110 cedis. And one woman came on her own alone and gave me 5 cedis, making 115 cedis. May God bless them all. May God make their wishes come true. This is true Iman or true faith they showed to me. Let's see. Yes, the man whom I met there at Jamasi, who actually introduced me to Malam Salif, is called Malam Marwan, a very faithful Muslim. Uh, I don't know if I can find any trait of selfishness in him. He's been very outright. He's been very upright when it comes to directing people. He will tell me, go there, go here, go there. They may like your pamphlets. He told me one time, when you go, tell them, Marwan, I'm Malam Marwan, I have directed you there. And it's been very encouraging. Other Muslims are not like that. So, uh, Malam Marwan, I salute you. Malam Salius, I salute you. People like there are other Malams like Suraji, who has been very, very helpful, and Hamid of Adabia, and others. Pardon me if I can't mention all the names. All right, let's see. We go to that was Saturday, yes, and that Saturday I spent 37 cities. Oh, upon all the transportation money, I spent only 37 cities. All right, it's okay because transport there in and out is about 30 cities. Okay, and the rest was probably my journey to Kejetia and back. I also made sales of 60 cities that day. All right, we go to Sunday, March 3rd, and I had 222 cities, 20 pesos left for me to, pardon me, to spend. And there was a heavy rain that day from 1:42 a.m. to before 50 minutes past midnight. In other words, 50 minutes into the next day, Monday. And again, I wrote again before 9:12 a.m. Maybe the rain behaved as if it had stopped, and then it went on again. Then uh, there's a small dream there. Somebody I'm staying with in the same house starts a story about a German man in Saudi Arabia, and moves away, and I follow him to hear the rest of the story. He he ignores me and keeps moving from people to people in a beer parlor. I give up. I wake 4:28 a.m. Yes, that's about my prayer time. That was Sunday, March 3rd. I spent that day 29 cities. 29 cities. We go to Monday, March 4, and I had 195 cities, 90 pesos. There was a windy rain that day, 7:05 p.m. to 7:28 p.m. And I spent 102 cities. However, I had 100 cities. I don't know where from. I haven't indicated it, but I've seen plus 100 cities. Okay, I started with 195 and I still had 100 cities. I think it's from the sale of my pamphlets, maybe. Okay, we go to Tuesday, March 5 to 2024. I had 193 cities, 90 pesos. And I began 3-day fasting. And I spent 41 cities. We go to March 6, and it fell on a Wednesday. I had 179 cities, 40 pesos. 179 cities, 40 pesos. And I spent 10 cities only. We go to March 7, Thursday. I had 169 cedis, 40 pesos. I have jotted down the names of two personalities here. One Odru Baya. And Jane Ajiman, also Baya. They bought my house. The lady bought my house, Jane. Is it Jane or Janet? I think it's Janet. Either of them. I can't remember Jane well. I think it's Janet. And I had a credit of 485 cedis as electricity advance. And I asked her to pay because she was going to use it. And she said no, she wouldn't pay. Because her reason, if it were debt, I would have left it for her to come and pay. Well, she mentioned Utru as her husband. I don't know, I doubt it, but that's what is there on paper. I don't think, well, I'll just leave it there. And they moved away like that without paying it. That's how Ghana is. And Ghanaian women can be. All right. That was Thursday, March 7. I spent 11 cedis. We go to Friday, March 8th. I had 158 cedis, 40 pesos as my chop money. And I spent 21 cedis. We go to Saturday, March 9. I had 137 cedis, 40 pesos. And I spent 49 cedis. After going around and buying a few things. I also have here a fraudulent person called Musa. And Musa is Muslim name. And instead of using that Muslim name, he's decided to use the equivalent of it in Christianity, Moses. Very fraudulent. So when he defrauds, people will think it's a Christian who did the defrauding. But no, it's a Muslim who did it. So you can see how people are. And he promised to pay money on Wednesday, March 13. Up to today, he hasn't paid. Okay, we go to Sunday, March 10. I had 92 cedis, 60 pesos as my chop money, and I spent nothing. It's not surprising it was a Sunday when I am indoors, as many people are also indoors except churchgoers. We go to Tuesday, March 11. I had 92 cedis, 60 pesos, and I spent 62 cedis. Yes, that day I went to Jamasi a second time, either a second time or a third time. And I made sales of 62 cedis. So you see that place, the Muslims are real Muslims. It was my printer Mensa who directed me to go there because he had an experience of somebody who went there with religious books. So he recommended me to go there. And when I went, in fact, they proved their faith. We go to Tuesday, 12. Tuesday, March 12, I had 88 cedis, 60 pesos. And I spent 59 cedis, 00 pesos that day, Tuesday, March 11. March 12, I'm sorry. Tuesday, March 12. We go to Wednesday, March 13. I had 57 CDs, 80 pesos as my chop money, and I spent 40 pesos. I spent 40 CDs, 50 pesos. I went to a number of places. Uh, and I wrote the date that Moses promised to pay. He didn't pay, even as I read here. And I spent 40 CDs, 50 pesos. We go to Thursday, and I had 44 CDs, 50 pesos left for me to make use of. And Thursday, I spent 32 CDs that day. There was a windy rain from 6:14 to 6:56. Okay, PM, because as usual there was power failure to follow, and the power failure even started earlier because it started 6:09 p.m. to 6:56 p.m. while the rain started 6:14 p.m. to 6:56 p.m. There was another rain. I wrote rain again, 7:14 to 8:25 p.m. Then I wrote drizzly night, choco, 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 choco. Drizzly night, 7:14 a.m. to 8:25 p.m. We go to March 15. It was a Friday, and I had 12 cedis, 50 pesos as my chop money. And that day, I went to a school called, a place of learning called Al-Takaf, if I remember. I can't remember I think it's Al-Kataf, Al-Fataf, and as Al-Kataf. Pardon me if I'm not reading it well, pronouncing it well. And I introduced my pamphlets to the students there, and they bought some. And one, Abdul Jalil, I beckoned him to sell some for me, and he's been handling them now, except that he's not selling them, either due to his studies or so, just by one at a time. Then, that was Friday, March 15. We go to Saturday, March 16. No, that day, Friday, March 16, I spent 26 CDs, 50 pesos. No, 26 CDs, 0 pesos. And I made sales of 25 CDs. That's at that place of learning called Al-Kataf. Sorry if I'm not calling it well. And there was power failure that day. 1:48 p.m. 2. I couldn't record the time that it stopped. But then there was another one at 6:30 p.m. to 6:42 p.m. And how much did I spend that day? Saturday 16 rather. Saturday, March 16. How much did I spend? 00 pesos. Zero, no, 00. How come? Okay. I had another dream. Going to the bush in Yampala to eat myself. I saw somebody, a pharmacist, in his office. He ignored me as someone drew his attention, coming from his attention coming back. I only I only walked past. I woke 50 minutes after midnight. That's 15 minutes into the following day, Sunday. And I spent zero that day, Saturday. Sunday, March 17, I had 13 cities, 50 pesos left. Of course, I spent nothing the previous day, Saturday. And let's see if I spent anything that Sunday. Yes, I spent something. 36 cities, 60 pesos. I went to I went to an Islamic school at Abreport Junction. Mm, Islamic SSS, and I made some sales there, 21 cities, and some girls volunteered to sell some for me. Except there was restriction there; they can only sell on Sundays when the students meet or in the mosque, to avoid confusion. Uh, and I thank the head of the school too, Sheikh Isa. So Sheikh, I salute you. Mm, a very nice gentleman. Uh, we go to Monday, March 18. Monday, March 18. Okay, viewers, I think, let's see. Where is it? I can't even find it again. Oh, where is this? Sunday. Sunday. Yeah, March 18th. I think we should pause here. When we come, we'll rather start with Monday, March 18th. We'll rather begin Monday, March 18th in our next episode. So, viewers, it's time now to salute you. May God be with you all. Pray for me too. Ila likai. Bye bye. Au revoir.